Ramen, one of the most famous dishes in the world and a must-try while in Japan. It is such a common meal that it's even available hot and ready from vending machines. In this video, we are going to the most popular ramen restaurant chain in Japan, and at the end we'll compare it to a small local restaurant and give our opinions on the best price-value restaurant. Our first restaurant brings us to a very popular area of Tokyo, and that is Shibuya. On this intermittent rainy day, we decided to try Japan's most popular ramen chain restaurant. So we hopped over to Ichiran. That led us underground, which was very busy with many other people trying to warm up and escape the rain. We used a machine to order our ramen meals, there was an English language option, and we could even pay with credit card, which were two things that were not always available at the local restaurants we've been to in Japan. After we ordered, we got our meal tickets, and we filled out how we wanted our broth and noodles. If we wanted garlic, of course, give me an entire clove, and other options like if we wanted pork, green onions, and our preferred spice level. We waited for maybe 5 minutes watching the display with 40 seats available. There was very limited human interaction so far, except to guide us downstairs and now to our seats, which we then slid our orders to the edge of the table and they were quickly and quietly collected into the darkness.
So this is what your Ichiran booth looks like normally. You have these little separators, dividers between people. But if you're a party of two, you can just move it to the side like that.
Wow.
Then we have an open double one.
We're together.
And looking around our booth, we have chopsticks, warm water, and several wooden communication statements.
This guy's talking too much.
These cards help to continue the limited human interaction theme, and it's a quick and efficient way to address common customer issues.
They have these little cards so you don't have to speak to customers and they understand you. You just show it to them and know what you're talking about. One thing I have to get used to though, the stools you're sitting on, they're not movable. They're bolted to the ground.
But I can wiggle.
Yeah, you can turn, but I'm like, you need a little bit of core strength. My knees are already touching the wall. And you need to be upright, and I'm very close to the table, much closer than I would normally be. So I feel big in this country, and
Me too.
And while we adjust into our seats, this quest music continues to play, and our food comes out, sliding out from the darkness of our booth windows.
This is how you truly peel an egg. Not the German way with a spoon and a little dish for it. I was kidding. But cultural differences, seriously, in a lot of Asia, you just have the egg like this and you fully peel it and then enjoy it. Versus in Germany and a lot of Europe, you have these little egg-holding dishes with little spoons to eat them. There it is, nice soft boiled egg.
ooh, look at that.
Beautiful.
I don't know how they do that here. It's oozing.
Freezing it.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
It really feels like we're in a video game. And here we go though, Ichiran Ramen. I think this is probably a must visit for everybody who comes to Japan, because it is the ramen chain. Surprisingly, there's only one type of ramen on the menu. It's the standard one with the thin noodles, and I usually prefer some thicker noodles. But you can customize it a lot with the amount of garlic, with spice level, richness level, and then you can get all these side ones, like another side of pork, which I have here, and it's surprisingly highly rated.
Yeah, let's try these noodles. They're a little thinner than some of the other ramen places that we've gone to.
Broth is really nice, it's flavorful. I can taste the garlic. We're gonna be thirsty after this.
A nice spice level too. That's good.
The egg yolk is just fully integrated into the soup right now, the broth. Dude, and I'm so surprised by the quality of the pork.
I also love these mushrooms that came in mine. Here, I'll give you some.
Oh,
Wow. I don't know why we do this. I'm left-handed and he's right-handed, and we're always sitting like this together. Why do we do
being
that?
on the left side. Funny thing, one time we ate next to like a group of 5, I would say early 20-year-olds, and dude, they were all slurping it up. It was just a slurp fest in the restaurant.
They were professional ramen eaters because you're supposed to just put it all in there. But like normally I'm just like slow slurping in chunks, but they were just like, and it was all in one scoop. It was professional. I was a little envious. See, he's dying over there trying to attempt it.
I slurped hard and I got it in the wrong pipe, I think.
My ramen meal cost 1,620 yen, which is just over $11 US, and fills cost 1,380 180 yen, which is just under 10 US dollars. They were pretty much the same, with both being able to customize spice level, garlic amount, broth richness, with or without pork, and noodle firmness. Both came with a soft-boiled egg, but mine just came with extra nori and mushrooms.
It's okay, affordable, right? Although we had a cheaper one. There's ramen for 800-900 at single restaurants, which can also be really good. I think our favorite one was definitely cheaper than this.
Yeah, and it had way
And
more.
better.
I feel like everyone in general is a little hesitant about chains, but this is pretty good. Like the flavor is really nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. Is it the best one we've had in Japan? No, but I think it's an overall very decent ramen. Dude, I'm thrown back to RuneScape every time I hear this little jingle. We just mined something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of so hard right now.
And with that nostalgia, Phil quite literally licks his bowl clean, and we push our dishes towards the windows and leave just as quickly and quietly as we arrived.
I don't know why every time after eating ramen, I feel like I've been through a fight. Like I've been through the ringer with something. I'm sweaty. It's heavy. It's like time to lie down.
This life is so hard. It's so hard.
She's pretending. She just complained to me like, oh my god, I can't do it. I have to go home.
And before we move on to the local ramen restaurant experience, we would love for you to like the video and subscribe to our channel for future videos like this upcoming video where we go to the city that made ramen so popular throughout Japan. And if you want to further support us, you can do that at patreon.com/DeannaandPhil. And shout out to our soulmate level patrons, Lauren Jared, Roger Lupka, Robin, and Parker Dopke. Thank you all for your support. We just tried the most popular ramen chain restaurant in Japan, and we have to balance it out by trying a local ramen restaurant. This one brings us to another city in Japan, Hiroshima. This is actually the restaurant we visited on our very first night in Japan, and of course we had to try ramen. It was a little intimidating to line up and order our meals on the machine. Fortunately, there was an English option, and we quickly learned that it was cash payment only, and we needed to put our money in first before selecting our meals. We got our meal tickets, sat down, handed over our ticket, and they asked us how thick and firm we wanted the noodles and how strong we wanted the broth. Of course, I wanted the thickest noodles because I like them thick and soft. My meal was 1,050 yen, which is around $7.30 USD. It came with roasted pork slices, a soft-boiled egg, a quail egg, and seaweed. And it was so satisfying. Add some extra garlic and it's perfection. Phil ordered pretty much the same thing, just with a side of karaage.
First ramen in Japan. Looks pretty good. Yellow noodles, nice eggs, nice pork.
His meal costed 1,100 yen, which is under 8 US dollars, which was a great value in itself, and it even included ice water for free. This intimate local ramen restaurant was such a great experience and a great price value. If we are ever in Hiroshima again, we would definitely go back. And it's probably safe to say that the second restaurant was a better Preis-Leistungsverhältnis and better flavor-wise. Although Ichiran did surprise me, it was good and the ability to customize to your preferred flavors really helps. But the noodles were a bit thin for me personally. Let us know where have you had the best ramen and do you like your noodles thick?
We're back in Shinjuku. In case future DeAnna'sPhil don't know what to edit yet.